Hey everybody! Welcome to T7! Yay! We're already having questions or telling people that we need to entertain them in the chat. So here we go. Are you not entertained? Well, welcome to this week's episode of what are you typing? Well, welcome to this episode of T7, our odd show that we're not quite sure what the format is going to be, but we're going to talk about all things Welcome to the Table. Hopefully talk a little bit about the campaign, and not everybody can make it tonight. I believe Wes will be on later, but that is to be expected with late nights, so it's fine. Late nights at work. So, first of all, chat, how is the audio? How's, like, if I'm talking, it does not sound like I'm coming through a can this time. Hopefully it doesn't. Maybe.
Put the listens on.
I'm getting a sounds good on that end. Hello. Good. Alright, well, and you guys can let us know if there's anything that needs to be adjusted, please. We want this to be a pleasant experience for your ear holes. I'm never saying that sentence again. I am Nate Garland, the historian for Welcome to the Table, and everyone is going to just say hello and introduce them in case you guys are this is new to you. So I will start I should say, are you guys watching the stream, so you know where you're at in the order of things? I'm in the bottom right of the stream right now. So let's see. So, Sarah, you're to the top left.
What? Yeah, that's what it...
Yeah. Shay, you're above me.
Mm-hmm.
Devin, you're to my left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. Yep. Yeah.
What about the
Shay, we could high five.
That's up to you.
No, other way.
Wait.
Yeah, you guys want to... You guys... Yeah, you guys are... There you go. Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Nope, you were wrong, Sarah. Shay was right.
I was wrong? Shay was right. Wait, do I go this way?
Yeah. Yep. Now she's not paying attention.
Now Shay's not paying attention.
Sorry.
There it is. Now do it.
There we go.
There you got it. That did it.
Woo!
I love that. The Brady Bunch. So, a few things that we are going to try to get, first of all, accomplished tonight. So a little bit of a episode rundown. Really, the goal is to talk a little bit about leveling and what that looks like in Ordinance. As if you joined us for the live stream, episode 3, am I counting correctly? Episode 3 of the campaign.
Yes.
They level it up at the end, so that looks a little bit different than it does in other tabletop role-playing games, so we'll kind of talk through that. Puppy! Obligatory puppy paws.
He was begging for attention.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Yep. If it gets us viewers, whatever. I'm good with it. So, what was I saying? Yes. So we're gonna do some leveling up. We're gonna talk another puppy. Another puppy.
Aww. A donkey.
A donkey.
My youngest one would love that. He's probably watching.
I love donkeys.
I could probably, if I take these off, I'll probably hear a hee-haw noise if Mel's watching. He's out there.
Clickety clack.
I love that.
So, we'll do level up. We'll talk the campaign, but let's do again introductions for those that may be new. So like I said, I'm Nate. We'll start to the top left, which would be, if you remember. Yes.
Hello, I'm Sarah, and I play Libya Alisat on the Welcome to the Table stream.
I'm Shay, and I play Morvid Bowen. This is Dana.
I'm Rock.
No, that's he's become his character. That's it. He is Rock.
Yeah. I am.
He has assimilated so much into the Empire that this is what happens.
Yeah, that propaganda.
I am become Rock.
So much propaganda. I love it. We have
Called real news, not fake news.
That's right. We have 2 other players as well. I am not sure if Seth is joining us tonight at all. I'm fairly certain he's not. But if he pops in, that's all right. Seth plays Yannick Jaloni, and then Wes will be coming later. So I'll let him introduce himself when he gets here. But I think, first off, let's get some thoughts on what you guys. I was about to say what thoughts you're thinking. That's the most redundant phrase.
I'm thinking thoughts.
You're thinking.
That's for
I'm
sure.
thinking thoughts. Too.
I'm always thinking that.
Oh, absolutely. For the campaign, I want to know. I think what we'll try to do is kind of boil this out into different sections. I would like to hear your thoughts, you as in the player, on the situations happening in the campaign, and then you as your character, if you have anything that you would like to share, or do those internal thoughts as well. And we got vibes in the chat.
No thoughts, just vibes.
Vibes in the chat. Yes.
We love vibes.
So, talking about episode, let's talk specifically a little bit. Well, we didn't have Sarah on this last time. Now that I think about it, so maybe what we'll do first
time T7 host.
First time T7. Sarah, the last time we were here, we told our journeys of how we got into tabletop role playing, and our experiences with it. So everyone had a chance to share, but you did not, because I think you had a swollen mouth at that point from some teeth.
Yeah. I lost 4 bones that week. Right here. I'm fine. But yeah, so like, for me, I've only been playing tabletop role playing games for like 2 years. But I started off with a group of students at my school. We played a longer campaign. Good storyline, lots of fun, kind of rushed ending, but like it ended up being a really good experience, and I liked it so much that after that group ended, because people were moving away and transitioning and all of that, I ended up joining a second group, and I was in that for. No, wait, I think I've been doing this for 3 years. Just kidding. I've been doing this since like end of 2020. So that group lasted almost 2 years.
Okay.
And that was really cool because it was like a group that changed a lot, like super dynamically, like over the course of time. So we were playing from anywhere from like 10 people to like 4 people per week, and so I got like a really wide range of experience, different characters, and different people and different play styles and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then I'm also a big Critical Role fan, so I've been watching a lot of their stuff, which is fun. So I just kind of. A critter, if you will, exactly. So that's kind of what my experience has been. So I've only been a part of this for like 3 years, but I absolutely love it because, especially when you're playing with people that you love and people who have the same interests as you, it's really easy to create a story that means a lot to you. And my favorite campaign that I was ever a part of was one that my friend from college actually ran, and he invited me to be a guest character on their regular campaign, and everything was done virtually pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we enjoyed improv so much that basically we ended up building a whole solo campaign for my character before I actually came into the storyline of
Mhm.
the normal setting of the campaign. And so we basically spent hundreds of hours on this one character over the course of like 20 years of her life before she joined the main storyline. And it ended up being its whole own story, which was really great. And that is how I met my boyfriend. So, or re-met because we knew each other in college, but then got reconnected through that. And that is our campaign poster from the solo campaign. So
Very
he
cool.
designed that for me, which I thought was really cool. So that's my journey. That's about it.
Very cool. Sarah, do me a favor. I'm wondering if it's just your connection. Can you pop out of the chat and then just pop back in? Because I think we're getting popping from your end. From your like pop out of Discord, like bring your camera off and then come back in.
Yeah.
And we'll get that.
Go into like the
exit
conference
the
room.
table?
What's that?
Go into the
me
conference
to
room and then come back.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Quick, we'll kick her out. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say there's no better way to find love than to be captive and forced to play D&D one-on-one. It seems like a form of Stockholm syndrome, but I mean, if it works, it works. That's all I have to say.
Are you bashing my solo campaign?
I'm not bashing. I said if it works, it works.
Still getting a weird pop. Sarah, maybe
Still getting a pop.
if you wouldn't mind, maybe what I said was not going to work. You want to switch back to your other mic, your laptop mic or camera mic, whatever you had, because maybe that's where the popping's coming from. And we'll see if that.
Can you hear me now?
Much better.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no pops. You're gonna listen back and you're gonna like, why didn't you guys tell me about the pops?
It's like,
well, that's why we're catching it now. It's totally
Exactly.
fine.
it's like when I went through
That's much better.
an entire episode and no one told me that I sounded
Listen,
like I was
maybe
in a
we just thought that you had a Walmart mic. Like,
I mean, it's an Amazon mic, so it's not much better, but it's fine. That is very cool. I also have a campaign poster from friends as well that our DM got us all made. Mel has the same one.
That's so cool.
If I could probably put it in the chat at some point if I can find it. But yeah, those memories are cool, obviously. And I think what we talked about the last time was that you put a lot of yourself in those characters, so it's when it's over, I feel like some part of you is like, I'm gonna miss that side of me.
Oh yeah.
So.
And I wept the very last session because I had been kind of like in the normal campaign, and then my character would have to go do something else to help their storyline happen, and so I'd be like jumping in and out of the storyline. And so when it was all over, like my character had like probably close to like 10 really close people over the 20 years of her life die, and it was really, really rough. But at the end of it, it was so worth it. Like the ending was so beautiful, and I was literally weeping the whole time and holding this donkey, which is actually her donkey, Bruno. I named the donkey Bruno. Please don't.
Emotional support.
But this was my correct for the entire campaign because it was real rough, and I rolled real low sometimes, but it was great.
That's awesome. Yeah, I just love that. That's good stuff. Well, that's good. I think that is everybody then, right? Seth was able to share the last time, so wonderful. So let's. Should I announce what we're doing on Sunday before the stream? Should I announce to everybody?
Nah. Let it come out naturally.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you need to announce it to me. I don't know what we're talking about.
Are you paying attention to the Discord?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Pay attention to the Discord, guys.
I pay attention.
I've tried so hard.
Oh, it looks like a wild West has appeared. Maybe we'll hear him. Hopefully, hear him soon.
Guess not.
I guess not. Okay, so let's talk. There he is. Hi, buddy. Wait, no audio.
Still don't hear you. Stop looking.
I always like the look of the. Yeah, there it is. When you're trying to doing something on your computer while people are watching you, and they know you're squinting, and it's my favorite. All right, so let us talk. Do we want to talk full campaign since Sarah is here, or do we want to talk specifically about episode 3? What's your thoughts, guys?
No thoughts, just vibe.
What was that, Sarah?
I'm down for whatever.
Okay.
Is that working now?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Hey.
Welcome, Wes.
I am going to eat food.
Oh. Make sure you
These
do
are
it. Make sure you do it into the mic.
These
Oh,
are my
yes.
new D4s that are D12s.
Ah.
D8s? No.
Those are D4s.
Yeah, they just have 4 numbers.
12-sided D4s.
Yes.
12-sided D4s. Because Nate makes me roll them all the time, and I don't like the little crying.
The D12 is the superior dice, in my opinion. Like, I like it better than a D20. I feel it just looks cooler. It rolls cooler.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to squint to see what you roll.
There's that too. Yep. But I've never played a class that uses them for anything.
Well, now you still don't get to play a class that uses them. Haha.
Nope, I
Get
do not.
that.
I do not. I keep seeing. Sorry for all the Discord notifications, everybody that keep popping into the chat. I don't know if it's showing up on Twitch or not, but
It is.
so I want thoughts on you, not your characters, you all, to the happenings that happened on the happenings of episode 3.
Don't everybody go at once.
Man.
I liked it.
That's okay. All right. Great.
I mean, clearly I liked it because I was the instigator. You have something to say, Sarah? Sounds like
Nope, keep
like
going.
seems like you might have an opinion that you want to share.
Oh, I do, but I wanted to let you finish first.
Well, maybe I don't want to say what I want to say until I hear what others have to say. Listen, I was getting a little antsy in the camp, and I'm playing a role here. We've established that Rock was eating whatever Falsat was feeding him,
Mm-hmm.
and what they were feeding him was propaganda. So that it didn't come out of left field. This was laid out. This was written on the wall.
Oh, I
He's
know.
not-
I know. I just am very scared for Oliver and Yannick because my character has not had a ton of interactions with them yet, but I know that she very much cares for everybody in the platoon, and so I'm just
Rock.
nervous.
Even Rock. She cares about Rock.
A little bit. She's mostly annoyed by him at this point, and she hasn't really had too many positive interactions. But
I mean,
I think that if you were dying, she would try
Rock
to save
being like the clearly best soldier, selfless on the battlefield. I don't see what more he
Whoa.
can do.
No way.
Last up on every obstacle, trying to help the old lady,
It's because you're the
helping
worst.
helping Morphid off the line keeping the group together.
That's called an omega. That means you're the back of the pack.
Yeah,
That's not alpha energy.
actually, look it up. Alpha wolves travel in the back of the pack. Idiot.
If I remember correctly, you specifically said that Morvid actually kept doing all the things that you wanted to do first. So maybe you should just
Yeah, like
get on it
you're-
instead
like
of
you're
waiting.
helping. I can't affect turn order.
I
You
do
were
think that
helping.
Rock
You were
thinks that
helping
he's
the old
best.
woman, and I wanted to help the old woman.
I'm gonna turn Wes up a little bit. I think.
We all want to help Helena. It's okay.
Apparently, not some people who just go right away and leave
Ack,
the weak and
you're all
feeble
seeing my
behind.
Discord. That's not what I meant to do.
Now,
We figured out we figured out the mechanical pad so that
yeah,
we
sure.
could all
And,
get
and
through.
Rock figured
Everyone
out
had
how
a
to
job
keep.
and we did very well.
Rock figured out how to keep the weak alive. Rock also figured out the fire puzzle. I don't want that to go unnoticed. He did figure out the fire puzzle.
Never said Rock was a bad soldier. I just don't like that he's a snitch.
You know, you say snitch, I say following orders. He's just following orders. Like
Mm.
nobody can ever be charged, especially with war crimes, if they were just following orders.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that'll hold up.
I
in
think
court.
that holds up.
That holds up. Yeah.
My dog is eating pretzels. Hold on.
That's one way to end that conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed the you guys were killing it with the role playing. That was fun. That last session.
That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
There's
And
a lot of
I
intensity.
love a good
oh,
role play.
I need to ask. I don't have any cheating players looking at the past episodes to see the secrets. Do I?
No, I skipped it.
It's a highbrow
And I'm
raise.
making the clip for the TikTok, so I could have if I wanted to.
There for the super secret part, so I
Yeah.
don't count in this conversation.
It's true. That's true.
Whew. That was crazy though. Help.
Yeah, and we're not going to be discussing the super secret part here. And chat, if you're going to talk about stuff, you need to make sure you preface it with a spoiler alert, which I should do as well when we talk on some of these things. To always say spoiler alert.
Super fair.
I do want to compliment Nate because I felt like, things really had to. The whole second half of the session was relatively unplanned because it was all based off what we wanted to do. It was all based off the snitching and the shrinking of the watermelon. Which
That's true.
it all
Maybe
played
he knew.
perfectly. It all played perfectly.
Yeah, I totally had everything planned. It was I knew the outcomes from the whole thing.
It felt
The
like
whole story's scripted. It's all scripted.
It is.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Right when we wanted to end was when they were getting called into the office, which fit in perfectly with the timing. Yeah, he's DM'd once or twice, so listen.
It's I do enjoy being able to change on we're making this story together. It's not one of us. So it's kind of fun when those things happen because it puts me that's when I have to be on my feet. Now I had
You love it. You love it. You love the thrill.
Yeah, it gives me the dopamine rush. But I appreciate that you guys can just go with that stuff too. And it's fine if I spend hours on something else and we never get to it. That's cool. I mean, that's fine.
Listen, reuse later.
Whoa.
I will say I'm mad because I only figured out at this last session that there was others in the tent. Because had I known, Rock would have totally been rallying some cronies. Like, I wish I had some cronies right now.
You were
'Cause
gonna-
It seems like I might need some cronies here.
You were
soon.
gonna do the kid bully thing. Like you were gonna be
Yeah.
the bully kids in the movie. Like
I needed some cronies.
Like
because
Oliver,
things.
like Oliver's in a Hallmark film, and he needs to make sure that he overcomes his bullies. That's
And then
I shouldn't say
I
that.
just
That's
get a bunch of
not a
unnamed.
Hallmark film. That's too creative.
I just get a bunch of unnamed soldiers to just be mad dogging and standing behind me
Hype
because they've
men.
also drank the Kool-Aid.
Hype men.
Hype men, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? No, I'll rock it alone. I'm rocking with my crew. Okay. He's not trying to get anybody killed. He's just trying to hold people accountable,
Sure.
above reproach, if you will. You might find that in that book.
Should have given Oliver a chance to get rid of it instead of
Keep in
just
mind-
battling on him.
He didn't. Rock doesn't know what the book is, so it could be anything.
because he can't read.
Whose fault is that? Not mine.
Oh man. What I do appreciate about this last episode though was that we really got to know each of the characters a lot deeper. Like we got to learn that like Yannick was like not just like an intellectual, but had this like insatiable curiosity to kind of like be like, well, what if? Like, let me see though. Like, I don't like it, but let me see. And then like we got to know like the NPCs a lot better, that Helena was much stronger than we could have anticipated her to be in episode 1. Oliver is firecracker when he's mad, apparently.
It's the red hair. I can understand as someone who's Irish. These things happen. Continue.
Yeah, but
We'll find him in a cell somewhere.
Huh?
We'll find Oliver in a cell somewhere someday.
No, I don't.
He's getting locked away.
I can't do that. I can't watch that happen.
He's going to Reformation school.
What did you say?
Going to Reformation school. They got to reform his brain.
Oh, okay.
No, I hope that doesn't exist. And then we also got to kind of see, like Morphade as a mentor a lot more to Oliver and her relationship with that, and the dream sequence that was crazy. With your dream sequence. I mean, obviously we don't know that as characters, but
forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we opened up with her dream sequence, and that showed me as a player a lot about her motivations. As a character, obviously, we don't really know that as much.
I immediately went home and I was like, did you notice that the session started with Oliver like dying in my dream and then ended with Oliver being taken away? I don't know there. That's some foreshadowing.
Kind of crazy. Hopefully it's not this poor kid just getting killed like what, month 2 of boot camp?
Shot on sight, man.
I felt like Rock would trust Morphid to tell her that he tagged, because in his eyes she's always been like the face of Falstaff anyway. Mm-hmm. Like we know that she comes from higher up anyway, so it's like you're a superior, but not like, that's how I view it. It's like I wouldn't do anything. Rock would treat you like a superior, basically.
Yeah.
Even though that you're not.
I think Lydia treats Morphine like a superior as well, still, just because we know that you are gonna likely be over.
Like, yeah, she's gonna likely get that promotion, and then she would just punish us if.
So like, yeah, she's like one of us for now, but it's also like, but we also know she's gonna be back where she was before afterwards. So.
Yeah.
I also thought.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go for it, Nate.
All I was going to say was Kislev is sort of on a the demotion of Morphid has put him in the conversation. You could kind of see his bit of a power trip because as a sergeant, he has to answer to Morbid usually.
You mean a Reshik?
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Reshik, Dmitri, Kisov. Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
I take notes.
Thank you.
He scares me.
I appreciate it.
That guy scares me.
Yeah, why do you think I gave him some info? Trying to get on his good side.
Yeah.
But
I also thought it was. Oh,
Nope.
sorry, Nate.
You're fine. You're fine. Continue.
I also thought it was really interesting to kind of see a little bit more of the brothers' dynamic together and just like their relationship, because we got that a little bit on the end of episode 2. But we also got to see a lot more of it in this episode, especially with having the entire platoon at the dinner table together for an extended scene, which doesn't always happen. And so like we also got to see Rock shine through a little bit because yes, he was helping everybody. I will admit it, Devin. He was helping everybody, and we appreciate it. And then we also kind of got to see
Yannick about the dehydrating a melon?
you, but that's listen. It doesn't make it moral, but you were trying to see if he could expand his skill set. So
Listen,
maybe the motivation we don't all agree with, but
it's the
you
great
are.
class in
We
case
can
of
see that he is
emergency.
a. Exactly. And so he's got some good ideas. Not all good ideas, but he's definitely got some good ideas.
Big
and then
ideas.
with Cricket
Big
we also
ideas, good and bad.
big ideas, yes. And then with Cricket we got to kind of see well, I got to see as Lydia, I got to see his very much teenager personality as my student. So that was really fun. I just felt like this particular episode, we really got to delve a little bit more into who we were. For Lydia, I think that because she literally came into boot camp so reserved and so scared, to kind of have her kind of be used to it at this point a little bit. Does not like it still, but very much is getting used to it. I think she's kind of finding herself a lot more, and that was really fun and really cool to have.
You're reforming the students, right?
Education.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I ain't gonna be reformed.
There it was.
We'll see.
Now, what was my thought? It had to do with. It's gone now.
Was it with Kislov?
No. It was something to back up what you were saying, and it'll come to me later.
All of us finding ourselves.
Boy, I'm not sure. Someone save me from this trap. Someone else speak.
I gotta say, as a player sitting at the table, Nate, anytime that you get into Oliver's head and you're role playing as Oliver, I'm convinced. Your emotions behind it are great, and I'm like, yeah, that's Oliver. That's Oliver sitting right there.
Oliver is like the quasi 6.
So, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna chime in on that and say that your NPCs are absolutely stellar. Like we all can tell that you put a lot of thought into their personalities and their motivations. Especially because what I like about your style is that there's not so many NPCs that it's difficult to keep track of, but it's also like enough to make the world interesting, and each one is very fleshed out, which is really cool. Like even the superiors, even though we haven't had a ton of interactions in game with them, like obviously our characters see them every day, but we very much know who they are. And for Lydia, that they scare her quite a bit. So good job.
Good. I've fallen into the trap with DMing, like especially with like the first game that I ran, of having too many, and it gets confusing for me if I do it that way. So the setting that we're doing this in kind of lends itself not to do that, which is actually it makes the storytelling easier in that. Now obviously that's going to change as things happen, But yeah, no, I'm thankful that you. I appreciate that. The kind words from all of you. Appreciate
Hey guys, remember we have the power here. We can go up and talk to anybody on the base. He has to come up with a name and a voice.
it.
Oh, that's too good.
This is Charles Charlesby. He is from Timbuktivers. He's got six
Only
children.
sometimes will Margaret Miller have the voice of a man.
With
Only
the total
sometimes.
wrong accent. Just yeah. Yeah, I could not keep those two straight.
That was a tough one because it was like back and forth.
Mhm.
Alyssa says her favorite D&D memory is that one time we had you talking to yourself for 2 minutes. That's 2 different NPCs.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be a game master one day. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So interestingly, when you and I
Once you
can
start, you never stop.
I can say I think I revealed enough about Oliver that what I'll discuss here isn't going to be some sort of spoilers. He said about his brother, right? I told you guys about his brother.
Liam.
Yeah, so kind of interesting. The so that NPC was, first of all, it was the first one that kind of like I sort of, when thinking about the world, I needed a starting point so that he was kind of in my brain to kind of figure out what the people were like here in Teraband. And then as you know, when you flesh things out, especially, I mean, you guys know as players, and we talked about this earlier, that the characters that you make have a lot of you in them, and you never can really get away from that. It's kind of hard to play somebody who's completely opposite of you, and that's not really so much fun either when you have to be in the mindset of someone completely different all the time. But when creating him specifically, so I have an older brother. There's a lot of thoughts and feelings that are kind of the same. And I'm not going to get too much into it because there are some spoiler territories in there, but it is.
I have a question.
Yes.
Was it Oliver or Liam that was the first character?
Oliver.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. And the thoughts and the feelings that are going into that character, there's a lot of Nate in a lot of things there.
Don't say that.
What?
Don't make me feel bad for Oliver.
Yes, make him feel bad.
I want him dead.
But you know, when you're, and I've been following. I have to call Alyssa out here too because I was at her. What's that called? The writing thing. What's it called?
NaNoWriMo.
That one. Yes. I was gonna say it wrong. But
I might have said it wrong. I don't know.
is that how you?
Alyssa says NaNoWriMo.
NaNoWriMo. That makes more sense.
But when you are world building, I'm sure she did the same thing. That like thinking of the world, and you have a character in mind, and just kind of using their eyes as well, like to what the world looks like, and it really helps when you're kind of doing all of that world building, and it makes it, yeah. I don't want to take my preconceived notions into it. When you can use someone else to kind of look at that world who might live in it and see it and every day. And yeah, it's just a fun process. But
Yeah, when I was building Morvid, and we had played that initial like test session like with our characters for the first time, I had in my mind that I was a lot meaner, very, very different from myself. A lot meaner, a lot more like cold-hearted. And you introduced Oliver and Helena in those interviews, and I was like, I don't think I can do that. That's so far from me that it would be just too hard to play
Yeah.
because they were such pure characters. Not that the other player characters weren't, but yeah, it was like I don't know. I think I have to change this mindset a little bit for Morvid, and I did.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, I definitely feel really challenged in being so mean as Rock. I definitely don't feel like it comes naturally at all. I definitely don't feel like it's very easy to be mean to your brothers. That's so hard for me.
That was yeah. Well, I know it's been a stretch, Devin. I know it's
Yeah.
So well
No, I
done.
mean, like it's more just like for Rock, it's like instead of having self-control, you just don't. Like you just become your worst self, which is kind of freeing in a way, you know?
I feel like that's what the brothers are both doing. We're both our worst versions of ourselves right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll be refined through the horrors of war.
Woo.
Maybe.
I know with my character right now, I came in guns a-blazing because I'm young, and this is the only thing I know, and like things are starting to set in for me. So like the cracks are starting to show, and my age is starting to show its face. Yeah, so things like that, where it's like all the worst parts of myself are being brought to the surface at the moment, and yeah, trying to effectively role play that can be tricky sometimes, but it's fun.
I think for go for it, Nate.
I'm so sorry that you and I specifically keep interrupting each other.
Fight me, Nate.
You three. No, I like the energy that the brothers are bringing to the table. It's a chaos that is needed, I think.
Yeah, I know. For me, it's like he's always been the older brother, so I'm trying to make my own name for myself. So I came and I joined the war, and then Rock, he came too for some reason, and now all of a sudden Rock is shoving his weight around like he used to, and I was like, this was supposed to be my spot.
You got it flipped. I
joined.
I was conscripted and you joined.
Well, yeah, I joined, and then somehow you ended up here. It's like I joined to get away from the mines and to get away from you. And
I think the story went originally that I got conscripted, and when like the truck or train came, you just like got on, and then when you got to the place, you like just had signed up.
No, the way that I had it in my head was that I wanted, because the mines weren't for me, so I wanted to do something that I wanted to do.
Well,
so that's why I joined.
That's still true.
Both of these things
Yeah.
can be true at once. Yeah.
You could only access so much of your potential by fixing pickaxes and mining.
But I wouldn't have gone if I knew you were going.
It was conscripted, man. I can't speak on that. I didn't want to be here, but you know what? I think it's the best place for Rock.
I've lived in your shadow all my life.
Okay, Fred Claus.
I've never been as strong as you. You were always a better miner than me, and no one liked my inventions.
Whoa! This is not a session. This is not a session.
This is a talk show.
He would bring like this super fancy mining machine that could do like the work of 10 men in one day, and then they'd just grab it and they'd smash it on the ground, and they'd be like,
And then Rock Henry, who was a mighty man,
There it was.
born with a hammer in his hand.
Exactly. Please tell me you've all seen the movie Tall Tale.
I have seen that. Remind me what it is.
It was like where all the Tall Tales come to life. So it was like John Henry and Pecos Bill, and there's another one.
1995 film.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, the Blue Buffalo.
Well, that was John Henry's ox. Right?
Yeah. The Blue Ox.
Yeah. No, but there's a whole. They do the whole scene where he races the machine that puts in the railroad spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, this is not a show about the 1995 film Tall Tale.
No. It's topical. It's topical.
It's actually where we got our inspiration.
Specifically the movie, not the tales themselves.
Yeah, not the tale.
And not even it was the director really of the film that you both said I really like that guy, and for some reason this brings to mind these characters.
Right.
Yeah, it was a really weird origin story that you guys sent me.
It's not John Henry's ox, Mel said. Isn't it Paul Bunyan's
It's Paul
ox?
Bunyan's ox. That was the third one I was missing. That was the third
Yes.
one. Yeah.
John Henry does die.
Yeah, his heart explodes.
Yeah.
In the bottom of that mine lied a big man.
Nate, Mel is calling you the Blue Buffalo. She said, "Babe, the Blue Buffalo."
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's saying, "Babe," talking to you.
I think she's talking in the name of
She'll reply in like 2 minutes when she catches up.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Well, that was a tangent.
Really?
Do you remember what you were going to say, Sarah, when I interrupted you?
I bookmarked it in my head so I can go back to it.
That's good. That's really good.
But we were talking about like motivations and stuff like that, and just like how some of y'all were saying that like, oh, like this is bringing out like the worst, or like this is bringing out the best. I think that, as Lydia's player, I think we have yet to see her at her worst, because
I don't know
if y'all know, what was that?
I don't know. That teaching was pretty hostile.
I personally think it was her just in her element, thriving and just being a teacher. Also, that's just it's not quite how Sarah, as a teacher, teaches, but very similar. Definitely put a lot of myself into that moment right there. But I think for her, we have yet to see her at her worst, just because she hasn't really been faced with a ton of really life and death decisions yet. So that's cool. And for those of you who saw the super secret portion, yeah, don't say anything. But yeah, so yeah, I think that this is definitely forcing her to be like, because she came in very reserved, but I think that now that she's kind of had that interaction with Cricket, she's like, oh, I can do something useful and positive. This is really, really great. And so I really enjoyed doing that whole scene, and my word mess ups are hilarious just because I can't think of words while I'm doing a somewhere in Europe accent.
Fair.
But
that's fair.
Whatever the accent is, I don't even know at this point, but it's working.
Hey, it's vaguely Eastern European, and that's fine.
Yes, that's what I was going for, because I can't do anything else.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that was
my thought.
No, yeah, it was a fun scene. And I was like, so I made that clip to throw on Twitch. And I'm like, man, does anybody under the age of 30 know what this even means? Like the name of said clip?
Oh no.
I'm like,
wait, what? What was the name of it?
Hooked on
Cricket.
Oh,
yes,
Hooked on Cricket.
Yes, yeah. I got it.
Okay.
I don't get it.
See, that's where I'm like, I don't know, maybe
Hooked on phonics.
Hooked on phonics. Yep.
Oh, I understand now.
Just for the viewers, I'm being tugged by a dog. That's what's happening.
Wes is literally freaking out in the top corner. Wes is, would call medical attention. It's just funny to watch this, apparently. Yeah, no, that was letting that scene play out. I thought it was adorbs. Yes, I said adorbs. I can do that. I have 3 children. Don't.
Totes and adorbs.
Totes.
Yes. So that was just a great time. Thank you all for that wonderful session. I had a good time with it. Shall we talk about what it looks like to level up an ordinance?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's, for the chat, if you guys want to say what your classes are in this, and then we can give kind of a brief description of what those classes look like, and sort of their function. The rule set, I am so, for those in the chat that are listening to this, I am I have to have bursts of inspiration to kind of go through these things, because there's so much that I need to like reword and rework, and functionally the math all works pretty well, but the templates, how I want it to look, which Sarah made an excellent character sheet, and I think it's awesome. That is it's just perfect. I could not do it. It's just something it's just not my skill set. There it is. Look at that. There is our ordnance skill sheet.
Beautiful.
And once this thing gets kind of finalized, then it'll be out in the world for you guys to use. Honestly, it's a very simple system. That's where it comes down to. But there are a lot of things specific to this world that Ordnance has. So I guess that's the same for any tabletop role-playing game. It's kind of based around the world as it is. But yeah. So hopefully that'll be out next year at some point. And that way you all can play it. Sarah, we're going to start with you again since you're in the top left. Wes, your placement in this, I don't know if you can see on Twitch, but you were, so going top left is Sarah, then Shay, then you. And my fingers probably aren't matching up to your screen at all. And then Devin is down by me on the bottom row. So, Sarah, if you want to start with your class and kind of explain what yours is.
Yeah, so I am a maverick, which basically just means that I am a jack of all trades who rejects rigidity and all of that. So Lydia can kind of do a lot of different things. So her specialty is having all the specialties in some way, but just having a little bit less than specializing in one thing. So did I explain that well, Nate?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's correct.
Okay. So yeah, so we're currently entering into level 2, which is cool. And you want me to keep going, or are we just stop?
That's fine.
There
nope, you're good. You're good for now. Yeah.
Cool.
And then I'll talk about the level up, what it looks like. But go ahead, Shay. Oh, I lost your. Can't hear you.
Come back.
Oh my gosh! I wonder
There,
if she's
she's muted. Okay, we're good.
I got it.
Yep.
I was muted because I walked away. You know what they say? Jack of all trades is a master of none. Sorry, Lydia. But Morbid.
Better a jack of all trades than a master of one. That's the rest of the sentence.
True.
I love you, Shay.
It's not, if it's not super obvious, Morvid's a medic. It's pretty straightforward. You gotta, when they fall down, you gotta pick them back up.
It'd be a real shame to be a master of none when it came to that.
That's true.
Yeah. Imagine having
That's
your
true.
leg blown off, and it's like, if only I didn't know how to use technology a little bit.
If only I could gather a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Darn those 6 years of medical school. Just it's not useful here.
I only took 2 years of medical school. I don't know what to do.
Yes, you are the healer.
That's it. That's it, man.
Hey, it is an important role because
We left.
you guys are not superheroes.
Saved our butts.
Did I? We haven't actually been hit by real bullets yet.
Yeah, we
Will
haven't
we ever
actually-
be hit?
But like,
You know, one day we'll get out of this training camp. One day.
And you'll all be begging for me to pick you back up.
That's right.
Listen, I just discovered that I have a bunch of tasks or a bunch of skills that I can do. But wait,
These
never
are-
mind.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right, cool. Wes.
I am the displacer. And on the roll sheet it says, the future is now. The displacer embraces it. So basically, I love technology. I am the class that has a vehicle proficiency so that I can use the vehicles. And I use, like you've probably seen it, the coil shot, the gun with like the shocky thing on it. So I'm embracing the future. That's my character.
Squidward meme. Future. That one. My child. I'm hearing Dada outside my door currently. Right. Just 2 seconds. Let me make sure that.
child. Hey.
You good? All right. You can say hi. Back up, buddy. Come here.
Oliver.
Man. How you doing? Got a car. Sorry, everybody.
Don't be sorry.
Come here. Say goodnight. It's like, nah, I'm scared. There's people on your screen.
And just think, Rock is gonna kill that guy, that little Oliver.
Not that guy.
Oh,
Oh
Not that
gosh.
little guy.
Good night. All right. Yes. So that brings us to Devin.
Let the tides break. The bastion holds the line.
Hey ho!
I'm a bastion. I'm a tank. I'm unstoppable. I've got a riot shield. I've got brass knuckles. I've got a trench gun. I'm in it to win it. I got no range. I'm down in the trenches, getting my knuckles dirty, giving Morphid a job to do. I got
True.
low IP because I'm down in the trenches. I got, nothing but my boots and my belt. Let's go.
And then, whoop. Matt just comes into.
And
He's
he
joining
claps
us.
for himself.
Just give us claps. Give us claps and
And
noises.
quacking. Get out of here, you quacker.
No, he's gonna give us our sound effects. I'm alright with it.
I just wanted to call him a quacker.
Yeah. And then Seth. Oh, wait.
I'm in.
Hi, buddy.
And there's my camera. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to
There
talk
he is.
about my class.
your
Oh,
beard.
good.
Yeah, I have reverted to my original form.
You look so
The
handsome.
powers have left me.
Wow, who is he?
You look so handsome.
I'm here to talk about my class.
And what class is that?
It is producer. I am armed with OBS and a Stream Deck.
I'm armed. He's armed.
My range is the world, thanks to the internet, and my IP is infinity.
Because you'll
He's
always live on with the internet.
Never gonna die. He's never gonna die.
Exactly.
Never.
His character will never die.
No, isn't your IP? Your IP is hidden because you're using a VPN.
Yep. I'm technically in Germany right now.
That's right. Yep.
Speaking of which, T7 is sponsored by NordVPN.
Yep.
Not a sponsor. Can't say that.
We're not sponsored
JK.
yet.
But Nord, if you want to.
Yeah. Express.
I know they're watching.
How many VPNs are out there? We'll all of them. All of them.
We should get sponsored by like a caffeinated beverage company. I would like that.
Why is that, Sarah? Why do you want to be sponsored by a caffeinated beverage?
Because I'm always tired.
Matt's above me.
It'll be Jolt. Let's bring Jolt back into.
See, you're down all the way down there for me.
Well, not on the stream.
Now I can Nate. Oh, not Nate. Devin.
Matt is front and center now on the stream.
Well, that's because you're
That's
clicked on.
Matt.
It'll center on whomever is talking, I believe.
No, I have the 6 up. You're just like at the top middle portion. So.
High five, Wes.
Can we spell love together?
Give it a shot.
No.
No. No. It's all backwards.
Right? Would I do this? Am I doing this right?
Wait, okay, so you guys are right at the top, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Exclamation points.
An exclamation point. And then someone else could do a little heart at the end.
Here.
No, the O is the heart.
I'll do the heart, and that way LOVE could be like the Philly sign, like on top of each other.
There you go.
Oh, so I'm a V then.
You're a V, and then
Good luck with the E. I couldn't figure that out.
Hey,
that's good.
That looks nice.
All right.
Wow.
Mission accomplished.
What were we talking about?
I don't remember. We won though.
What our classes are.
That's right.
Oh yeah, Yannick, Gatherer.
Yannick is a gatherer. Yes. The gatherers gather. They get elements, they throw them. There is some story stuff and some lore things that I'm not going to talk about here, because that stuff is part of the story. But yes, the reason for gatherers and things like that. So, but yes, but it's essentially the mage class inside our system. But everybody has range, really, besides Rock. And even a little range.
A little bit.
Even a little bit. Even a little bit.
A little bit of range.
Even a little bit.
20 feet.
Mm-hmm. What? 4? What's your trench gun's like 4 hexes or something like that?
Yeah, on 4 hexes, I think I have lower hand, whatever we're calling
Impairment.
it. Impairment.
Yep. Yes. So at level 1, they all boosted one of their ability scores up one of their bonuses to either. Let me know if I forget one, guys. Bravery. See how I say this one. Persistence. Technique. Alacrity. Logic, or instinct. Right?
Correct.
And essentially they have a positive bonus, or they have a negative bonus to those stats depending on what they started with, and then they can add one to any one of those stats on any level that is an odd level. So they had already put one in for level 1. On the even levels, they will add a skill from the list of skills for their class. So there's a few different ways that you can kind of build the character then, and hopefully I can have some more skills written out in time. We were talking about, like, right now the level cap for ordnance is 10, but that could change in the future. This is ordnance. I'm not, like, I know it says 1.0 in the credits. It's not really 1.0. We're not there quite yet. Because there's some tweaks that I think still need to be made. But so yes, let's start with, again, we'll start with.
So
Go ahead.
leveling up does not mean that we get a new rank, right?
Correct.
Darn, I wanted those to coincide.
No, it will not coincide. Because that's all.
I'm really fiending for a rank. I'm really fiending for a promotion.
Yeah, everybody's a sergeant. That's how the army works. There's nobody who's not.
We're not sergeants. We're privates. Gilf.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that's what I meant. Like, yeah, on level up, everybody gets a promotion.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that's they have the ceremonies where there's a bunch of people get a promotion. But yeah, you're right. A little silly. Little silly.
But I think we talked about some IP bonuses for ranks. So we'll get to that later. But
you guys might want to start sucking up.
Whoa, that was like a weird 3D effect on your hand. That was crazy. I don't know why that looked the way that it did. Like, specifically on his camera. That's insane.
It's because it's like my phone camera, so it's like.
Yeah, everybody's doing it.
We saw like.
So do you guys?
My kids.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
With Elijah Wood.
Wait, what?
Elijah Wood was in Spy Kids 3D.
He was the guy.
He was, wasn't he?
He was the guy.
Huh.
All right.
I'm
paying attention. I'm paying attention.
You guys have the character or the rule set in front of you?
Yeah, or online it's perks. Are perks the same thing as the skills?
They are. Again, I don't know what phrasing I'd like to use yet. So when Josh and I had originally talked about it, it was going to be perks. I'm up in the air. So
you can stay up there.
We'll do.
Or you could be like Lydia and just perpetually be on a fence.
That's true. That's a good. Yep. Lydia, the fence sitter.
Yep.
What are you showing me?
I'm trying to show you Elijah Wood. There he is. Can you see him?
I can. Yep.
Are we looking at
this? It's not easy to see. But
Elijah Wood in Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah.
Yep.
But anyways, yeah, the perks.
Yes. So those are the same as skills right now. So Lydia, let's talk through yours first.
Cool. So for my skills, I can choose one at each even level, just like Nate said. And so Mavericks kind of basically our skills basically give us the ability to do whatever we want to do with the character and with our abilities. So, but some of them are just skills that we can use in any situation. Like this one is I take my own luck, which means I can spend 10 of my inevitability points or add 1d6 to any ability check or attack roll once per round, which is pretty cool and could be really super useful. Will I be taking it? I don't know yet. Then if I wanted to go the gathering route with certain things, I could take the skill Green Thumb, where I would select an element, just one, and gain the ability to gather, release, and apply conditions of the chosen element. There's also Learner's Permit, which I am leaning towards for this character just because of the story that we've been telling, which means I gain proficiency in a vehicle or biped, which would be really helpful because then I could help Cricket with mechanical things. There is the paramedic skill. When using a bandage, restores 1d8 additional inevitability points. So that would be going medic route. Then there is... These are other more buff skill type things. So we have the best offense. I can select one damage resistance, physical, tech, or elemental to have all damage of that type, which is cool. So if I get hit, I only have to take half damage of one, whichever one that I end up choosing. Art of War, I can gain proficiency with all tech weapons, which is also cool because I just can kind of shoot anything. And then Keeping Up with the Joneses, spend 1 wherewithal point for 2 move actions. So I can basically move double. Is that how that works?
Yep. Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I can basically move double. So those are the skills that I am I can choose for this level. I am currently between Learner's Permit and Art of War at the moment, so we'll see what I end up.
Cool. Yes, and we'll get back to you guys. And then you look through your skills and figure, kind of think on that kind of stuff. Matt, your skills are how are you leveling up your producer this week?
I think we'll probably go with either more dedicated wham or two new cameras. So the 2 new camera skill, dedicated wham. The 2 new camera skill allows me to see more people, more angles on the situation. So I'll probably go with that.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. Does
Nate looks at his bank
my hit
account.
points gonna go up?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna need the company card. We got one of those, right?
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
If not, I'll buy it and submit my receipts.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how Emily's like typing things, and I can see her in the background typing it. She would just turn her head
And
real
it
quick.
just shows up.
It just shows up.
Great.
She's upgrading to crayons.
Ah, good.
Crayons.
That's her level up is crayons.
From what?
No crayons.
I mean, from no crayons. Finger paint. She's going from finger paint to crayons.
Solid.
I heard in about 3 levels she'll get to markers. The washable kind.
I was gonna say it's non-toxic.
Washable.
Yep.
Washable. And then I think at level 10 she'll get one of those little pads that you see at the store where it's like the blue screen and it writes in green and you press a button and it disappears. It'll be one of those.
Yep.
And then level 20 is Etch-a-Sketch.
I feel like that's a step down. That's harder to use. I guess that's why it takes a higher level.
It does.
It does, yeah. More skill.
More precision.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
Takes more IP though to use it probably.
Yeah. Ticking clock for that. So wonderful. All right. Let's jump to Shay. Go ahead, Shay.
Am I reading off all of my potential
Whatever you
skills?
want. Yeah, whatever you want.
All right. I want the chat to listen because they can pick it for me.
Okay, here we go.
Majority vote rules.
Oh, okay.
All right. So there's Tourniquet. I can stabilize it down to ally. I can only do that 3 times per battle. First Responder. I can spend some IP, 25 to be exact, to double my movement for the entire battle. Small arms expert. I can increase the damage die of my weapon to a d8. Skilled surgeon, emphasis on kill. I can use my logic bonus to attack instead of my technique bonus, which my technique is my it's my second lowest score. Rub some dirt in it, spend 2 wherewithal to heal an ally 1d10. That's exciting. And righteous courage, which I can redirect damage of an attack that's targeting an adjacent ally to myself. So, you guys can pick for me.
Alyssa says, small arms expert sounds like something useful for a T-Rex.
Yeah.
See,
whatever number 3 was.
Number 3 was small arms expert.
That's what I just rolled a d6. I just picked the.
We'll let the chat kind of jump in on that a bit. So let's move down to Wes.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Most of mine take a good bit of IP to use. So we got extension of self, which just gives me proficiencies in and outside of battle in a vehicle or biped. Deadly augmentation, I can increase my clip size by 2. Lightning rod, which is spending 10 IP to overcharge my tech weapon to deal extra damage. Sabotage, which is sabotaging a vehicle or biped for 1 round. Repair, which is repairing armor or other things that need repaired on a vehicle or biped. Phasers from kill to stun. I can switch to a long-range AoE max of 12 hexes that stuns enemies in place, preventing movement and actions, which is pretty choice. And then I make my own luck. I have that one as well, where I can spend 10 IP to add 1d6 to an ability check. So those are my options. And right now, it's tough to say what I want to do. I think either extension of self, maybe phasers from kill to stun. That one is calling my name, and also lightning rod sounds fun. All the big damage stuff, all the big vehicle stuff, right up my alley.
Good stuff. Gavin.
I've got a lot of like team player ones, which I'm okay with. I have rally, which is any ally regains up to 5 wherewithal each turn instead of 3 over the next 3 turns if they remain within 2 hexes of me. I use that once per battle. I like that. That's like you can get away with 5 wherewithal, you know? You can get away with 5 per turn. And then I have elemental shield, negate all damage for self and adjacent allies for 1 round. Does that mean like directly next to me?
Yes. Yeah. Anybody in the surrounding hexes.
And that's once per battle. I have Shrug It Off, which is spend 10 wherewithal to bring IP to max once per battle. That seems like a break glass in case of emergency one, where it's like I'm about to die, so I need to spend 10. Probably won't get that one yet, but that'll probably be one when we're getting into a little bit difficult situations. Hold on, I'm being interrupted.
You're good. So yeah, that's kind of the breakdown. And then, I should probably pull up, unless someone else has it. I don't have it pulled up. I got too much happening on my screens right now. Can someone read out the Gatherer ones for me? If you have that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Gatherer.
That would be appreciated.
All right. Yeah.
Hey,
Instantly a word I can't pronounce. Hey.
Bye.
Hi, buddy.
Bye. You have to leave.
Good night.
Hey, Hatchie.
Thank goodness he had a diaper on.
Yeah, right? Parent life. You just don't know sometimes. It's always a surprise.
I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this word right. Elemental
Oh, Aegis.
Aegis?
Aegis.
Yeah?
Aegis. Yeah.
Spend 5 wherewithal and current gathered element to create an elemental shield that halves damage by that same element. Spend 2 wherewithal on subsequent turns to maintain shield. It is up after 2 turns after initiation round. Just breathe. Regroup without losing next turn once per battle. Hunter, do double damage to all non-human and mechanical enemies passively, so that can be like when he sets someone on fire and burns them, and continues to burn them.
No, essentially it means it's like from then on,
nice.
Yeah, they just take double damage from him.
Elemental weapon, imbue a weapon of an adjacent ally with the collected elemental energy, altering the type of damage dealt by the weapon for 3 turns, once per battle. Harvest Moon, spend 4 wherewithal and current gathered element to make a sweeping elemental attack against enemies in 3 adjacent hexes using Harvest. And Natural Precision, when adding elemental conditions, the gatherer can choose not to apply damage to the release action.
So with that, so like sometimes if, because some elemental type can, like, let's say that somebody has the freeze, whatever, and then the gatherer, like your ally gatherer, would use a fire element, you're going to get damage on that unless they have that skill. So that way they can negate the freeze without hurting you, essentially, for that one. So,
You want me to finish mine, or?
Yes, please, go ahead.
I have Alpha, which is intimidate adjacent enemies, causing -1 d6 to their next attack rolls once per battle. Is that only for the next turn?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Immovable Force, spend 1 wherewithal for a defense action. I'm assuming that's just instead of spending 2.
Correct.
Okay. Take 1 for the team, protect 1 adjacent ally by redirecting an enemy attack that would have targeted the ally and apply it to yourself. It says reaction once per round.
Yeah, forget about the reaction deal.
Okay.
I should say it is we're going to change the verbiage on that, but
Right. And then I have grounded, gain resistance to earth elemental attacks, passive 1 per combat, prevent a knockback ability. I'm leaning towards rally or take 1 for the team because Rock is a team player. Also, none of them greatly increased his ability to hit hard. I would have easily taken one of those. But yeah, I'm assuming we don't set aside until Sunday.
No, we don't really have to. That's totally fine. As I was talking with Sarah a little bit, like on some of these skills, how I always like when I'm building a character in any sort of tabletop thing, like I'm not one to be like, give me the most damage sort of situation. Like something that makes, and you guys all have all played the table for a long time. Like think of that character. We keep losing Sarah. And what makes sense, like thematically to them, what makes sense in the story, what's happening at that point, to help you make a decision on that. Let's see if she's back. Can you hear us, Sarah? I don't know.
Gone, but
Sarah,
not
no!
Gone but not forgotten. I'm just wondering if she's gonna keep. Can you hear us? It's fine. She gets on. That's great. So think about what you want to do, and unless you're like, okay, yeah, no, I exactly know what I want, then feel free to share.
I will probably end up going with the take one for the team. Just because I guess if I'm close to somebody, I can take their full brunt, but I'm fully decided.
I can see your keyboard and all of the pretty lights at the. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Mine is a very basic keyboard that does not light up. Yes. So I'm looking at the time here, 8:30. Any
Seems
other?
like we're right on time.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the level up thing? Any other
Alyssa,
questions?
was that a vote for skilled? Wait, no, for small arms expert? Or were you just saying that it sounds like it's good for a T-Rex? That's my question for Alyssa.
I think Alyssa has all the power in what you're going to choose.
Well, I think it's even. Everybody chose one.
True. Making a mindless comment.
She's making a mindless comment. Okay, well that's fair. That's
Thanks,
fair.
Alyssa.
No, that's good. I love that. Also, and we'll, hopefully Sarah gets back in here. I wanted to talk a little bit to you guys on with the Discord stuff. Excuse me. Those that are chat, if you're listening, and this goes for you guys as well, cast members. So I want to start that community game. If you want to be a part of it, put yourself in there, and then we can get that thing rolling. Because right now it's just sort of at a standstill. Because I was just waiting to see who
is this game taking place in like the Age of Heroes where we were playing as the other people?
Yes.
Listen, I will never turn down a chance to play Yuri Hoslev ever.
Okay.
So when you need me, call me.
I just
Yuri
did.
is a hero and a scholar.
I just did.
Yep.
I just did. Was that not clear? Was that not clear?
I'll be there.
Okay. All right.
Is that where I was preacher?
Yes. You. Yes.
Preacher.
Mhm.
Oh,
I can be preacher. again. That'd be
Preacher.
funny.
yeah.
That'd be fun. He was cool.
Yeah. I'll play Dorothy again, man. I'm in.
Sweet.
You guys still hear me like this?
Yes.
I can, yeah.
We can hear you now.
Okay, for some reason it wasn't detecting my AirPods, so we're just gonna
My
come
phone's
back
gonna
like
die. I have to go to audio only.
Okay, that's fair. Are you joining the community game, Sarah? On Discord?
Oh, I overheard some of this while I was trying to troubleshoot. Does this mean I get to be Sasha Kostraya again?
Yeah, if you want to.
It's just gonna be us. It's gonna be
I'm running
us
two
playing
separate
again.
games. Hey, that's all right.
Okay. But we also have Belinda and Minka.
True.
Yep.
Yeah, we have others.
And then
we have others.
there was someone else on Discord. I think I have to remember the name that I saw on Discord that had jumped in with a character name, but I still need the like where you're from essentially.
Wembley Toss Cobble.
That one. Yeah, Wembley Toss Cobble.
Oh, that's right. Wembley.
And Minka and Belinda.
But yeah, that would be fun to write another story in this world.
Yeah.
And then we can establish more of that lore before the lore.
Yeah, gotta take Yuri to his grave.
It'll probably happen.
Oh, Yuri.
I need this. I need his manuscript and statue. I need all of that to be there so Rock can discover it and maybe see the error of his ways because Yuri wasn't a fan of Falstad. So
no, Yuri
Preacher still needs to give Oliver the scriptures, right?
it's like the copy.
The only one.
The only one.
Yeah.
That's it. There are not multiple it's a completely different world where Gutenberg only ever printed one copy. And it never got copied again.
Sacred copy of the scriptures.
Also, just dropping Gutenberg's name on a Twitch stream. So
yeah,
guys, I know how cool I am. So
yeah, like and subscribe for Gutenberg. More Gutenberg content.
More Gutenberg content. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Sign up for the newsletter and you'll get fun Gutenberg facts. 10 fun Gutenberg facts a day, guaranteed, and a box of cereal.
What did you
and
say?
Once we can have channel emotes, we'll have Gutenberg emotes.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I expect rock
thing.
emotes immediately.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Chat, tell your friends. We are 4 followers away? Oh man, we're already, guys. This is like what? Not much English for me today. Not many streams, right? And I'm already doing the begging thing. It's a subathon!
Tell them that they can legally skip the combat. It's legal to skip combat when watching TTRPG shows.
100%. Yep. Mm-hmm. But just make sure
I
that you
don't,
follow.
because I'm a man and I watch everything.
Come here.
That's.
And I'm scared I'm gonna miss something funny. That's the true root of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, that does happen. You do get good moments in that.
But hey, check out the TikTok for all the necessary clips.
Yeah, I followed you on that and then decided I don't want to be on this app, so I deleted my account. So we lost a follower.
Wow, I wonder what happened there.
Well, it's there forever now.
Yeah, they always have your information.
I know. It's that CCP. They do what they do. So we'll be back Sunday.
Sunday.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to that, guys.
Me too.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
I don't know.
I'm so scared.
I can't wait, bro.
I
I'm excited.
absolutely have no idea.
The fruit of my looms is about to be exposed.
I will be leaking the script. Bidding starts at $100.
Ooh, okay.
Does this go right back into Welcome to the Table, or are you taking this by yourself?
I think it's under the table.
We can work out
I think it's welcome to under the table.
We can work out
it's
a
for
deal.
that new camera.
Aha, that's it. That's it. Oh man, I really want to tell them what we're doing before the show on Sunday, but we won't.
You don't have to tell me when it's at.
Right? You don't have to tell me what's happening before the show Sunday.
I don't even know. All right, is this our sign off?
Y'all voted. Y'all voted.
It's true.
Y'all voted, and the votes are in.
The votes are in.
Guys, I promise she wants to be here.
She doesn't look good.
I don't know if that face says that, Shay. I'm not sure.
She looks like she's having flashbacks to Samson.
Yeah.
Like, they lit my tail on fire. How could they?
Blink if you're not okay.
Blink twice if you're in trouble.
She did. She blinked.
She totally did.
She blinked as you said it.
That's not a cat. That's a dog.
She does not look alive right now.
My wife said she's here for the cat.
She has what we call RBF.
That looks like resting terrified face.
RTF.
Is there something on the ceiling? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, like, it just keeps going more and more.
I don't know. She just doesn't know how to look normal.
She has a 1,000-yard stare.
Same. That's why.
All right, crew.
That's why I look this way. I'm not straight onto the camera because I wouldn't know
Oh,
what
right,
to do.
yeah.
So, yes. So thank you all for joining us for T7, and we will be back 6:30 this Sunday for episode 4 of the campaign. Should we all say it together, everybody? Our normal sign off. Are we ready?
Yes.
This is Thorough Thursdays.
Well, yes, yeah.
Rankings
What is
Yeah.
that?
I think we're saying that, right?
No, I was gonna say that. But yes.
Oh, we can do that.
I don't even remember the name of the show, guys. Thorough Thursday.
Thursday, the Transcend the table.
Whoa.
No. Don't go in there, Matt. Don't go in there.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't go in there.
All right. So yes, we'll all say welcome to the table together. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the table.